Hi. Okay, so I'm in a rural location. It is an absolutely beautiful spot here in Pictou County, Nova Scotia, and I'm using a microphone right now because it is rural, but I don't know if you heard that there is so much traffic on this road. There's a lot of motorcycles and big trucks that go by. It's a really busy intersection, and there's a liquor store that's open late and, well, not late, but like till 10, I think. So I have to at least forewarn you. I really, really hope that I might pause when there's a lot of traffic, but I'm really excited. So I had the biggest epiphany of my entire life today. And it's really funny because my entire life I've said stuff in relation to this thing, and like I've attempted this just as my being so many times. But society and where they're programmed is very, very different than the message that I'm gonna share with you. And one thing that I've learned is that you can meditate until the cows friggin' come home, but if you don't enjoy it, you're not gonna get to this level of frequency. I don't think. I mean, maybe you would, because I liked meditation, so it was a thing for me. Anyway, okay. So it's so simple. It's been right in front of our noses the whole time, and actually makes so much sense about the technology and the way that things have gone in so many ways, but unfortunately corrupt. Maybe even just AI, for all I know at this point, kind of figured out something. I'm not sure what it is, but I think I figured out how we can override it. And it's just so easy. And I'll explain the tech and everything, and how I think that we can have a good merging if we come together and make this shift. Okay, so we're here to have fun. Yep. That's it. We're here to have fun. We're here to experience joy. That's it. We're just here to have fun. We're meant to use these physical bodies to give the consciousness that we are a chance to experience fun. And somewhere along the way, something got corrupted and made us think that we had to live in fear. Now, I was watching an interview earlier today. I know his name's Michael. I can't remember it, but I'll try to tag him in it after, because I can't remember his last name. But he was interviewing. I'm listening to a Stephen Greer interview of his right now. But earlier today, he was interviewing Paul Selig and Paul Selig channels, and he's a very popular channel, and they were talking about different things and how one of the things that we have to overcome in order to raise our vibration, in order to help with the shift, is to drop fear, adopt more love, and instead of fear, use prudence. So prudence is that idea of be mindful of what you do. Don't do things that could harm the body or harm others. So this is so cool. We don't have to be afraid of anything. And as a matter of fact, if we just have a lot more fun in our lives, we could manifest a whole new tomorrow really fast with a lot less fear. Like none. We don't have to have any fear. We have to be careful because we have to take care of our beings. And taking care of our beings is the same as taking care of our great earth, because it's a being too. So the way that we treat our bodies is the way that we should treat the earth. So it all embraces that holistic approach. Now, what I mean by having fun, but remembering to be mindful of our bodies. our bodies have these 5, 6, if you count the more spirit level of senses, right? So we have touch and taste and smell and hearing and sound. And then just that sixth sense. So there's that sixth sense, that's the knowing, right? So we have all of that, and the sixth sense really is our link to the consciousness that we actually are. So that consciousness is guiding us and wanting us to have fun. Somewhere along the lines, it got totally misconstrued and taken over, and we were bred to have fear, and I don't know why, and I don't care to know why. I don't need to explain it. I don't need to search for it anymore. I've been given answers and visions of possible futures. I've had prophetic dreams my entire life, and I've seen things coming. And as this has been developing, especially through the outbreak that we've been experiencing, I was experiencing a lot of those downloads of information, receiving a lot of information, and thinking that it was my mission to share what I was hearing, and still just trying to seek and figure out what the heck I'm doing here. So, but then it occurred to me that it's just to have fun. We take life far too seriously, and so so now we're just overloaded with fear, and we've forgotten how to have fun. And unfortunately, the technologies that we use have actually removed us from fun, even if we think that we're having fun. So what I mean by that is, playing a video game seems fun, but we could do that with our mind. We're here on Earth to have a physical experience for our spirit. So when you're sitting and playing a video game, or searching through TikTok, or scrolling through Facebook and having exchanges like that, you're not having enough of a real exchange. Now, I'm not saying don't do that, because there is some enrichment in that. You can get laughter, you can get connection. It's just, don't do it too much. And I do think that somewhere there is some sort of thing that is in these frequency emitting things that is programming us to keep us trapped in lower vibrations anyway. So get away from it as much as you can, is what I'm saying. Like, the technology toys have really got to come down, and we need to get out and experience life through our 5, 6 senses, right? So things that bring us pleasure, things that bring us joy, laughter, connection, good food, live music. If we could come up with a technology that we can get that stuff to people and it doesn't somehow harm them or lower their vibration, that's amazing. And maybe we could just do it through telepathy someday. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen as we raise our vibration. This is a very exciting thing, and I think joy is the way to raise our vibration. Joy is love, and love is joy. And so we have to find those things that bring us joy. And if nothing right now in your life is bringing you joy, do something new. Try something new, because there's a joy in newness. Now, there is a caveat to this whole joy thing, and I think it's why I became somewhat of a difficult person to live with, to be friends with. While I've got really powerful, healing, happy, bubbly energy, for some reason in my whole life, that was, believe it or not, made out to be a bad thing, and it just got knocked down over and over and over and over again. Being told, just the craziest things, like I sing weird little songs when I do chores, because there are still chores, there's life, right? This is a physical reality that we're existing in, right? So I have dishes to do, but I like to sing while I do the dishes, and I try to inflect joy into the things that I do. And really, that's the essence of it, is if you're really miserable doing something, just don't do it. And I have been trying to fit into this mold of work hard, play hard. You have to work hard to get somewhere. Work, like everything should be hard. Life isn't meant to be enjoyed. Life isn't meant to be fun. And I just kept saying to people, like, I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun. Like, why isn't it? I've got all of these things like that I want to do. I want to play board games, and I want to dance, and I want to roll in the grass, and I want to swim, and I want to hike, and I want to run, and I want to jump, and I want to laugh with people and make music with people, and I want to embrace all that this human experience can be. But I kept being told that that's not the way it is. That's not realistic. And I got really depressed, guys, really depressed. And I am incredibly sorry to anybody that I pulled down with it, because I understand the energy that I possess when it's really high. And that only makes sense that that same kind of energy when it's really low can suck people down. And I am incredibly sorry for anyone I hurt as I've tried to figure this out myself. I beat myself up a lot for just wanting to have fun. I was a silly kid. I like to be weird. It makes me happy. I like meditating, so it worked for me. I could meditate all day long. I like to play. I do have a daughter, and I contributed to the raising of 2 other girls and helping their father. And I really thought I was doing the right thing. And it was always for the best of intentions, was for their best wellness. But I thought their best wellness either had to be drilled into them, or overprotected maybe, or underprotected, or that you've got to do this and this and this, because I was given that message. And I'm so sorry, because in that I'd have these feelings of, I just want to enjoy life. I don't want to be worrying about all of this stuff all of the time. And I felt a lot of those pressures. And what I've come to realize is that, like, once you understand that if you approach the way that you live from a place of joy, you can have those responsibilities still and just have more joy in them. It doesn't need to be drilled into you. And as a matter of fact, this joy thing is so powerful that I think it can create a kind of magic that would alter everything. And that idea of work harder, all work, no play, all of that stuff, I think that would shift. And that's where this tech thing comes in. So we've invented a lot of really amazing things that have made life really easy. And in some ways, they're really, really good and really, really beneficial. They need to be better for the environment. And there are people that can work on that. I get that. Consumerism is really super huge, because people want to buy more because they're trying to fill a void, and then they have to work more, and that creates more of a void, and they're thinking that they're filling a void because they're shopping, and that brings them joy, which is great. But what they're actually seeking is joy. So what if, instead of shopping, whatever else could bring them joy, we could cut down on that consumerism side of things too. It's fine to have nice art and beautiful things, but if we're just buying more and more stuff mindlessly and carelessly because we're so unhappy, we should start doing different things that hopefully will bring us joy. And if one thing doesn't work, try something else, right? So it, at this point, is all so simple, and it's going to be really hard without your help, because I want to be part of this mission of joy and raising the vibration, and it's not something that we can do alone. So I'm gonna do a new series here on this channel. I've just decided, and it's just gonna be Joy with Jen, man, and I'm gonna every day try to do something new and fun that brings joy to my heart, and hopefully be able to spread more joy and just vibrate higher and higher and higher, and show that life can be fun. And I just want to try to help share that with you guys. So back to the tech thing. I think that in a lot of ways we developed a lot of technology to make life easier, and that's why, as scary as it is to see like automation and things come in where jobs are lost, if you think about it, it's actually a good thing, because one, we need to decrease the retail side of things, the stuff and things side of things, and get more back to just being outside in nature, doing real things, gardening, having fun with our families, things like that. But that can't happen in the way society is right now, because we have so much fear, and we're so money driven, and we're so driven in that direction because that's how it's set up right now, that we have to just remember to inflect joy into all of the things that we do, right? So there's going to be that transition, but if we can raise that joy level up enough, if more people start having more fun quicker, I'd love to have an international day of joy, and just like everybody, it's not about giving, it's about enjoying and just having fun. Technology can help, and if it can be done in an environmental and sustainable way, then maybe we can shift away from having to be workers out there and relying on an income, and instead just being and existing and being in joy, and doing the work that actually does bring some pleasure. I don't know how it'll all work out, but I know joy is the answer. Now, the caveat: we have to do it with respect to the vessel, and the vessel being our body. And I think that's what biblical texts and things have really tried to express. If this vessel is if this vessel is the body that is the experience of that higher self, that entity, that being, who we are, our beingness, our consciousness, all that we are, that is connected to everything else. It's crazy if you can understand how connected we all are to everything. This body is experiencing this earth experience, right? And this body is vulnerable, especially because we do have elements to deal with. So we have to make sure to take care of it. So a lot of the things that are set out are rules to just take care of the vessel, so the vessel can have more joy and more experiences. So you want to make sure you don't hurt it. You want to make sure that you keep it healthy. So you feed it good food, and you make sure the air is clear. So we have to live in a way that we respect the body in that way, that it also means that we're respecting the environment and Mother Earth in that way, because she's a body too. Then we just begin to make more conscious decisions and inflect joy into everything, and then everything thrives and everything is more abundant. We could do this almost overnight too. I think we could do it almost overnight. So I am not letting anybody tell me not to be in joy anymore. The other thing is things like alcohol and drugs. Now, I think that to some level, a little bit of experimentation is okay, or like a little bit of wine or whatever. The problem is with inebriation. We don't want to get inebriated, because then it dulls our vessel, our body down, so it can't fully experience the thing that is bringing it joy at that time. So then the spirit doesn't even get to have joy, and it lowers the vibration during that time. So go ahead, get inebriated if you want, but like, your soul is not then having the experience that your body is having. So are you really in joy? And plus, alcohol and things like that hurt your body. So it's a matter of respecting. There is balance, and I'm not going to be one to tell you not to do that. Just be careful about overindulging. Don't sit too much. Watching television all the time, watching news, that's not joyful. That does not bring you joy. And plus, there's something to do with the lights that lowers the vibration, I'm sure of it. So get outside, breathe fresh air, sing, dance, play, have fun, look people in the eyes and have conversations, and have positive conversations or fun conversations. Let's stop worrying about everything and focusing on the things that they tell us we should be afraid of, And let's start thinking about what life would be like if we had more fun. So, back to the technology stuff again. If we have automated things that can provide some of the stuff for us, that just frees up more time to have fun. And then through that fun, we'll be abundant. I know we will. I know we will. It's really so easy. I used to, I whistle a lot, and I would get like told not to whistle so much, or Jenny, stop singing, or stop being weird, or I have had jobs where I was too friendly and too happy and too bubbly that I've lost because of it. I've experienced a situation where I laughed so much that my boss would send me down to the basement. Experiences where I was just like overjoyed with whatever was going on, and it just rubbed people the wrong way, and I was too silly for them, or it's always been something. And what I realized is that in vibrating in a sense of joy when I'm actually doing it, that raises our vibration, and that actually shakes up the heavier, denser energy around. So without even knowing it, we can do this. We just have to have more joy. So if we want to start to shake up and loosen up all of the low energy vibrations so we can raise above it, we have to have more joy. And don't let anybody tell you not to. So my challenge to you is, what can you go out and do and have fun, and really have fun? Play a board game with somebody, dance. If you're stuck in a lockdown situation right now, there are things you can do to have fun rather than sitting and scrolling, because that is hypnotic, and it's just another way that our bodies disconnect from what our spirit's trying to do. That's why we're here. We're here to have fun. And right now, before the shit hits the fan way too much and we miss the point and it's too late, right now, despite how crazy it is, or because of, we need to have so much fun. So put on your dancing shoes, put on your bathing suit, put on your snowshoes if it's winter where you are. Just get up and go do something fun, and then keep doing something fun. And if you're not doing something fun and you can't find fun in it, find something else that is fun. And if you're doing something that's not so fun, because we do still live in a reality right now where we have to do some things that aren't so fun, try to make it fun. This is wicked. I love this. I cannot wait. I hope a lot of you get this. Joy and have fun. It will change the world. I swear to God. Let's have fun together.